gentlemen, it is me, Dukect, and this is the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect. If you want to call in the show and talk to me live, the number is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And if you have the TalkShoe Pro 2.0 app, you can do the shoe phone and connect and talk to me that way. So you can do that. It's nice. It's fun. And you can answer no fuss, no muss, or what have you. And welcome to people out there. We got guests too live in the chat. And if you can't do it, the chat room's live. Talk, text, do everything else. Share and all that type of things you do on your all that crazy stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to me in the Dukect Lounge, everyone. There is some very interesting stuff. And I will be talking about the TNA stuff. Supposedly that that this is very interesting. It just came out right here. I just found this thing out. The WWE superstar, the Sin Cara, aka Hunico, I think Mistico, real name Luis Ingasto Uve Arede. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Mistico in Mexico. He actually did an interview with the Mexican wrestling show Tercera Callada, and supposedly did interview and talked about his time in the WWE. This is very interesting because I just got this right here. I would have you. I'll put the link there in the description of some of the official fan pro boards. I'll put the link down there so you can see what he responds himself. He says, when, and I quote, he said that the host asked him why there was a new Sin Cara wrestling, and he responded that he wasn't sure. He said that he was still under contract with WWE when they started using the new Sin Cara. And here's the interesting part. Sin Cara stated that he owns the character of Sin Cara, and that perhaps his lawyers will be looking into it since he has proof that he owns Sin Cara, which I'm not really a lawyer or what I would have you. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not someone who follows law and everything else. I mean, personally, did he sign a contract? I got guest 3 here. What's up? We're talking a little pro wrestling here, talking about very interesting news, and guest 3 just left. I guess I have that effect on people. But anyway, I'm talking about what Sin Cara is supposedly Mistico, the person who was originally Sin Cara, is talking that he actually owns the character, which I am surprised. That is very interesting to me. Very interesting to that says that he does. I don't know if he does or does not. I think he probably signed a contract to basically say, yeah, signed contract that WWE now owns this character. I don't know. That just really seems to be, I don't know. That's really interesting. I hope he I hope WWE owns, because that would be really interesting lawsuit. That'd be a very interesting lawsuit if they actually looked into that. If this is true. And he says, Sin Cara also said that he doesn't have anything against Hunico, the new Sin Cara, Berto Del Rio, or anyone in WWE. And he also talked about when he run his company. Sin Cara said that the WWE told him that he couldn't wrestle the way he did in Mexico. See that psychologically that had an effect on his work, since he was limited on what he could do in the ring. Sin Cara said that he never understood it because they brought him in from Mexico, knowing the style of wrestling he did, but then told him he couldn't do it in the WWE. And that led him basically not working as hard, gaining weight, and all the stuff, to the botching and what have you. But then he says he's focused, and he's now coming back to wrestling in Mexico and working hard again. That is very interesting. Now, I'm not saying that WWE is totally blameless here. And he said, yeah, you can't do the style. But why didn't they instantly pushed him right out of the gate to the main show? If you remember at the time, right after WrestleMania 27. He was. I remember seeing him. I was there at WrestleMania 27. They made a big deal about him. They were piping him up. They were like, "Oh yeah, this guy, he's going to be great. He's going to be awesome, and what have you. He's going to be great and everything else, and you know everything else. They had the contract signing and everything, all that good stuff. They had all this stuff put in, and they had him, you know, with the trampoline takedown. You know, they have him take down the let's see. I think it was Sheamus. Yes, they took down Sheamus. That was very wow. It was really let's see. You know, it was interesting, and they really pushed him on that format. They were pushing him, saying, "Wow, he's going to be great," but then they told him now he's not going to work the same style, and I think that didn't let him that matches. And that to me really bothers me, that how Sin Cara was basically was handicapped, and he was handicapped because of this, because they didn't give him a year in NXT, told him the WWE style, help him work, have the communications. I know maybe have him at least have him learn the language a bit. You know, learn English, have him take some English classes so they can have better communication with other wrestlers, and try to do stuff like that. I think that would actually made the show. I made him a better wrestler, and trying to adapt in the WWE and have more of the memorable moments instead of more positive memorable moments instead of what we have of him already. This, to me, I think honestly, if they really cared, I think if both parties really worked hard, and I think some onus does from Sin Cara, is that if he actually did try and say, okay, maybe if I need to be maybe he should have spoke up and said, yeah, I think I need to go to developmental, help me go system, take some English classes, He'll show some initiative. If he showed a little bit more initiative, I think he would have probably been successful. I think he would have been a lot more of a success, and I think could have helped him out. I think it would have helped him out and make something a positive change, something more positive. And that, to me, that is something that I think WWE could have made some more stuff here about Sin Cara. And as far as all this other stuff here goes, him joining the WWE, I don't know. I don't know. I think personally the whole Sin Cara thing is I don't know what's going to be the whole this other stuff is. And again, this is just going to be a real interesting thing if they go to the court to this. And I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to work. But at the end of the day, I just wonder and think that what Sin Cara is going to, what is this going to really mean for the WWE in its future, or what have you. Anyway. Anyway, I will be getting more into. Hopefully, I'll find some more news about this. Hopefully, I'll probably do an update video. I'll make a video about this if there's any more new information about this, because this seems very interesting, and it does show that the WWE is a bit. I don't know what's the term. Just a little more. They was rushing for it, and that's a real problem, and that's another thing. But anyway. Speaking of the pro wrestling front, and I will be talking more about this, let's talk about Total Nonstop Action. Let's talk about TNA Genesis Part 2. This was actually a better show, a heck of a better show than last week's. And in fact, including in the ratings as well. The ratings were a lot higher. In fact, it was way higher than last week's for 1.13 million to 1.5 million viewers. So that is a great thing. I mean, that is a huge boost for the people who watch and people who watch it. And I enjoyed myself. In fact, to me, one of the best matches on the card. There were a couple of really good matches here. I really enjoyed that Kurt Angle versus, I loved Angle versus Rude. That, to me, was one of the best stuff out there. I loved it. I think it was probably one of the best matches I've seen. Both of those guys. Those two guys have great chemistry with each other. And, and it just showed that there's some really good stuff here with all that stuff. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed watching those two guys wrestle. Also, I really enjoyed Aries and Sabin. For what the time that they gave it, I think it was a very good. I actually thought it was really good. And it was pretty funny, too, with Aries. With the teddy bear, I love that stuff. I really like that stuff, style of wrestling. There should be more of that stuff. A lot like more comedy stuff, but having very funny stuff. Good job, Aries. Good job. Both of those guys did some really good stuff here. The little guilty pleasure match. I did somewhat enjoy the. I did somewhat enjoyed the the pole match for the Money in the Bank Beast of Fire briefcase. I enjoyed some of it, but it was just too. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was just too Russo-ish, and I'll get more into that later. If you everything else, it's it was some good stuff here, and it looks like they're trying to continue the story, or they're going to have Gunner be the world champion, which, oh, God, no. Gunner? Really? This guy? Gunner? As a world champion? No. Hell no. Dude can't even, I honestly don't trust him. I'm going to be real with you. He's just he's not a poor man, Chris Benoit. He's not. He's like the third-rate, bastardized, completely bland and utterly pointless version of Chris, like the bootleg, like the last bootleg version of Chris Benoit, what have you. That's what he is. Just completely. All he has is an intensity and his intensity. No, intensity. I can't pronounce it. Intensity, and that's it. There's no other character growth. He's not good on the mic. He's honestly really not really passable. And honestly, can we just move on to get James Storm getting his belt back? Because dude is money. James Storm should be the main eventer. Damn it, TNA. Seriously, why you have this whole thing against James Storm? I don't get this. I didn't like that. Well, who cares? Another thing I really cared and actually liked, it was actually the Spud build up to Joe and Rockstar Spud. I love that. That was hilarious stuff. And Rockstar Spud put up a fight, but in the end, he basically was knocked out. Oh yes, and guest 5 here. Wrestling today, there are too many intense guys with no mind skills. That's not true. I can tell you there's a couple guys, at least in TNA. I got like Samoa Joe, Austin Aries, let's see, Magnus. I really like him. Let's see, who else? James Storm, he's good. You have, let's see. I think actually Sam Saul, I really like him as well. I didn't see Sam Saul wrestle, but I think he did some. I missed his match, but I do like him, his new character. I really like him, the American Psycho stuff. So yeah, there are some good stuff. And American Wolves recently did a good promo. So yeah, I honestly think this is going to be honestly, I'm really hopeful that TNA is going to go in a very positive direction, hopefully, but then again, I just saw this news and that just depressed me. But hopefully I'm wrong. I'm begging you, TNA, please be wrong. Please be wrong, because I just heard this, that on PW Insider, that Vince Russo is involved with TNA again. Why? I don't know. I know. And TNA looked like it was a very small arena. It's in the Impact Zone. They only hold like 200 people. And if Vince Russo had his way, it's not going to even fill up that. Why Vince Russo? Why the hell Vince Russo? You only had a couple good ideas in the Attitude Era, and let's be honest, that was a one-trick pony, and he can't book crap. He can do a little stuff, but if he doesn't have a filter or anything else around him, he just does this wacky, crazy crap that makes no gosh doggone sense. Who puts Dixie? I just know. Again, Mike Crackenbush, I mean, he was the one booking Sakara, and Sakara ain't going anywhere. Hire him. Please, don't go back and do this old retread of Vince Russo and everything else. And by the way, stop doing the same evil type of business person too, TNA. That needs to stop. When can we just have a Jack Tunney who just have a completely neutral and just have the wrestlers be a part? The main stuff about the show could be about the wrestlers. Is it too much to ask? Please, is that too much? I mean, I don't know about you, but I can deal having the wrestlers be a part of the show instead of these wacky-do type of enforcement figures or what have you. They need to assert themselves and try to make themselves and make them into a bigger part of the show. I don't need that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fighting against a hurricane here, but I am tired of that stuff. I am tired of this same old BS of this. Oh, we have to have an authority figure. No, we don't. I don't need it. I hope you people who are listening are tired of this too. But I just don't know. Every time I look in every wrestling show, it seems that there's an authority figure. There seems to be some war. There seems to be some type of the same type of stuff that's been in the place of the Attitude Era / WCW craziness. And by the way, the Sting versus Magnus was better than with AJ. And they did the same thing, but at least Joe and them really helped out at least. I don't mind that, but yeah, it just looked very, oh man, it just like, yeah, I'm sorry, but they can't do that. They just can't make Sting look weak. I would love to see Magnus beat him up straight up man to man or what have you with no help. That would have been great. But no, we can't have that since Sting is basically like their version of Hulk Hogan, their version of like John Cena or what have you. Can't make Sting look weak. Hell, I honestly thought it was a miracle they actually let Sting tap out at Bound for Glory. I don't know. And it looks like Sting is supposedly going to WWE, which again just says, bring out your dead WL. Bring out the old. Bring out the old. We need the old guys. We need to bring them back. We need to bring back Batista. We have to bring back Goldust. We have to bring back who else? We have to bring back Pied Piper, Hulk Hogan. You have to bring back who else are we gonna bring back? It's for all this other stuff. They're gonna bring out a lot of old people. I guarantee they're gonna bring out Mean Gene Okerlund. They're gonna dust him out in the cobwebs. They're gonna bring back, all the old guys. They're gonna bring out the old guys. I'm sorry, but no, I don't care. I just don't. Eventually they're gonna have to stop banking on their new talent. And well, trust me on this, people. It won't be a rocket genius to realize, but in the next couple of years, if the WWE is just like, even with the WWE Network, people are gonna get real tired of watching the old stuff. They're gonna eventually be like, hey, I want to watch the new stuff. I want to see how this is. And if the new stuff is crap, which it has been, people are not going to sign up. They're like, you know what? I can watch all the old stuff. No, I'm tired of it. They're tired of the old stuff. And if they don't want to watch the new, and they don't like the new stuff, they're going to just say, screw it. stop, or they will completely cut off the WWE Network. They will. It will not be quick. It won't be a long, it will be a hype up moment. Like, people are going to buy it the first second to get, but sooner or later, it will slowly trick down. People are going to be like, I'm not going to sit and watch the old stuff anymore. The new stuff is boring. I can't watch this anymore. They're going to slowly slip and fade away. It's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, boys and girls, and but that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, we'll be right back right after this. We'll be right back. Right after this, we're going to we'll be talking about some interesting news about the Wii U, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back right after this, and and hopefully you can join me. So again, thank you so much for watching and listening to me, Dukect T, live here on the Dukect T Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. Live here on the Dukect T Lounge. Phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. And the call ID to connect to me, Dukect T, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. And remember, boys and girls, you can always, and I do mean always, always find the show on I will download stuff on my YouTube page. It'll be on my YouTube page on Saturday and Saturday. It'll be there on my YouTube page, and you can watch it on my YouTube page, or my Blip page, or Screw Attack, That Guy Glasses forums, RVT community forums, or what have you. Everywhere, anywhere I can put my videos and stuff like that, I will put them up there. By the way, I just finished a review of my Season 2 premiere of Last Review of Standing. And it is about ECW's December to Dismember. Next up for the Last Review Standing, the 6-minute review for Ace Salaries contest. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think maybe it's going to be I don't know. I am torn between doing a video game review or doing a match, a bonus match on the DVD, actually. A nice bonus match of, it was Bobby Lashley versus Big Show on ECW television show that's on the DVD. I don't know what I could do, and if I can, I will do that for the 5 or 6 minute review. If I really want to do that, I might do that, or I might do a video review. Because I'm actually torn between doing that, because I want to do something for my 500 subscribers. I want to do a video game review for that. That would be my big thing. But if I can find something else to review, in the meantime, I'll probably either do a video game review or something pro wrestling related or something like that for Ace Area. I might do something like that. But anyway, here's some interesting here. Supposedly there's a scuttlebutt about Watch Dogs. Ah, yes, Watch Dogs. Remember that little game that was delayed for Ubisoft? Took a big hit in the stocks because it was delayed. They delayed it on all systems, the 360, Wii U, PS3, PS4, Xbox One. They delayed all of it for early this year, and now supposedly the Watch Dogs was supposedly canceled on the Wii U. Oh, no. But it seems that it's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not, because I am looking right now on GameSpot.com that there was a sources in the U.S. That supposedly they were supposedly going to keep canceling pre-orders of the game. They were canceling. GameStop was in the United States for canceling pre-orders of Watch Dogs. They were going to do that. Oh my God, they're canceling. It might be Wii U getting dropped. It's another big thing for the Wii U, and it would probably be one big shot against the Wii U. But something happened. It was actually a computer error that actually started this whole craziness. So the game is not canceled. And I say good. I don't know. If I do get the Wii U, I might actually get it for the Watch Dogs because I think the tablet would be more interesting in gameplay or have you. Because I can't wait for this game. It looks so much fun. I can't wait to play it. But, hopefully, because I hope the game's good. They delayed it or what have you. But now it looks like they are going to air it. They're always going to do it. So don't worry, people. The Wii U is going to have Watch Dogs. And I'll probably get the 360 version. But if I can, hopefully, there is... supposedly it was not going to be February. It's going to be between April and June 2014. They are going to be doing. They are going to still release this day. It's going to be later on this year. So they're going to start bumping up the stuff. So I'm going to be probably. Oh, you know what? I might do a review of that when it comes out. Just to really be interesting. Anyway. I'm hopeful this thing works. This thing hopefully comes out because I'm hyped for the game. I'm hopeful this works. I'm happy the Wii U didn't drop this Wii U because the Wii U has been struggling. People have not been buying it. People think it sucks. Whatever. I'm still going to get the Wii U. I'm not sold on the PS4 or the Xbox One yet. So that's probably going to be the only next-gen console I get the next 2 or 3 years until the games come out. Until then, I'm happy with my PS3, Wii, 360, and Wii U when I am going to get it. So, anyway, that's all the time I have here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the show's over. Yes, the show's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad. It's over. Oh, but don't worry. Also, guess 5, you can watch the WWE Network. It's supposed to just say you have the preview, the pay-per-views. They're just going to beam them on your computer and all this stuff. That's what they're going to do. It's like, okay, you want to watch the show, click, bam, there it is. What have you. That's what's going to happen for the WWE Network. That's what you're going to do with pay-per-views. But anyway, thank you so much for listening to the Dukect Lounge. Remember, it will be next week. I will be here live. Next week, January 31st. I'll be live all next week, February, to time permitting or what have you. Hopefully I won't have snow because I'll finally have some classes. Yes, because I've been cooped up in my house getting crazy. That's why I got my review out. My review of ECW Summer to Dismember. Yeah, that took me exactly. I was gonna say I'll do this like in a couple hours. I had to re-edit and everything else because I was gonna go crazy if I didn't do something. You can only play games so much. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is Dukect here. Peace, love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.